H1 Unlimited, Heat 1A, Heat number 1 Showdown. Brad, take them up to turn 2.
Coming up the backstretch here at 50 seconds. I thought Jeff might cut the race course and go over to the backside. He did not. He went all the way down to the bottom end. But the key here is he doesn't have to worry about whether or not he's got a lane in there. He is on the inside. And remember, the inside is defined as lane 2. So Corey's going to get up to the top end of the race course first. Jeff's going to come up behind him about 3 boat lengths. We are at 25 seconds now until the start. They're at the apex. Jeff Ayler, bring him down. Let's start this showdown.
This should be ideal. When you get to the bridge at 12 seconds, mash the gas. We are now at 12 seconds, just a touch early. Madison, Indiana, buckle up. It's the H1 Unlimited Showdown Heat 1. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, and we'll call it physically. Both appear to be across the starting line. Into turn number 1 in Showdown Heat number 1. Bernard to the inside, Peabody to the outside. Jeff Bernard, your leader, but Peabody is there to start. Is under review off the turn. Bernard in front.
Coming off the exit pin, you see Jeff Bernard. That's all you can see. Corey's right there now. We can see his cowling. He's pulling up right alongside Jeff Bernard. Halfway up the backstretch. Peabody, Bernard, tied together halfway up the backstretch. Now they head underneath the Milton Madison Bridge. Remember, this is a 2-lap sprint. The start is under review, but we got 2 boats tied together right now. Jeff Ayler, good race. Oh, look at the top end. It is Peabody by a boat length and a half, maybe. Off the pin, Jeff, bring him down.
Side by side off turn number 2. Brad, I'm looking up above to watch the flags. Bernard to the inside, Peabody to the outside. I look above, the white flag is displayed. Final lap in Heat number 1 of the Showdown. No, both had jumped. We will go 3 laps in the first Showdown Heat of H1 Unlimited. That is 1 complete, 2 to go. Corey Peabody, your leader on the outside. Bernard trying to tighten it up on the inside. Brad, both boats jump the start.
Coming off the bottom end of the race course this time, Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare's got about 4 boat lengths on Bernard, but Bernard still with that inside lane position. Look at Corey Peabody with the acceleration off the corner. That Gold Cup was no fluke a week ago in Guntersville. That boat's got a lot of boat speed. Now we'll watch the flags when they come down this time. They got the white one last time, but we'll see how it plays out. Shortly thereafter, we were advised that they had both jumped. We'll watch the flags. Peabody's off, and he's got about 4 boat lengths, Jeff.
Corey Peabody, your leader off turn number 2. Time is running out for Bernard. Brad, I look up above, and they are delivering the checkered flag. Checkered flag delivered, so unofficially, here's your winner of Showdown Heat number 1, Corey Peabody in Lynx Healthcare. Second place will go to Jeff Bernard in the Goodman Real Estate.
Good racing in our first showdown. I'll tell you what, they came out. Now, Corey's still running hard, pretty hard now. He's backing it down. Okay, yes, there was a white.
And now the black flag is displayed.
Okay. So they will definitely be coming in. They both jumped. We thought perhaps they would be given an extra lap. We'll check with the officials, make sure we have that understanding correct. We thought there'd be an extra lap. Either way, it was good boat racing. Here comes your 2022 APBA Gold Cup champion and the winner of our first ever 2-boat Madison Showdown, Corey Peabody.
Jeff Ayler, Brad Luce, I have unofficial winner of Showdown Heat number 1, Corey Peabody in the U9 Lynx Healthcare. Corey, you started out battle in that first lap. Your boat looks awfully good on that race course.
Yeah, it feels real good. Going to the start, we know we're going to be real close. And I knew we were going to be really pushing that line because Jeff's no slouch. So I know we had to be up there, and he knew it was coming, and we were both paddling because we knew we were going to be early. But as soon as I knew him and I were both over, it was good. I mean, we knew. But what a race. What a good time. Hope the fans like this match races. Let us know your feedback on it. Thank you to the people of Madison for having us, and we'll be in the final.
And trying to get the jump on Jimmy Shane. Looking at our watch, we're coming up on 30 seconds until the start in 2-1 mark. 30 seconds until the start. They're at the entrance to the bridge turn at the top end of the race course here on the Ohio River. It is Madison Showdown Heat number 2. They're at the exit pin. Jeff Bring them down.
Both drivers just a little bit early. You saw Shane swing outside to kill some time. We are now at 12 seconds. They're at the bridge. Should be an ideal start. Buckle up for Showdown Heat number 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. We're racing Showdown Heat number 2 of H1 Unlimited. Both drivers there at the start-finish line. Buoy at 0. Start was good in turn number 1. Shane in front. Kelly tighten it up on the inside. Brad, they come off the turn side by side.
J. Michael Kelly gets to the exit pin first. There's the nose of the home street on the outside. It is Kelly on the inside, Shane on the outside. Look at the acceleration from the U1, the home street. Jimmy Shane came out of that lower corner like he was shot out of a cannon. But don't count out J. Michael Kelly sitting on that inside lane. Nobody can hold it tight to the buoys like J. Mike can. He's going to try and use that inside lane to his advantage. But right now, it's about a 5, maybe 6 lap lead, 6 boat length lead for Shane off the top end, Jeff.
Both boats exit the corner. Shane in front. Time is running out for Kelly on the inside. White flag is displayed. Madison fans, your boat is in front. It's Jimmy Shane and U1 Miss Home Street. 1 complete, 1 to go. And Shane out in front, make it 10 boat lengths. Kelly has moved away from the pins just a touch as they go into turn number 1. Shane gets there first on the outside. Time running out for J. Michael Kelly. Kelly tightens it up some. It's down to 5 boat lengths.
Yeah, Kelly had a real nice corner, but this is where Shane's had the acceleration. And he starts to move out again. But this time, Kelly's hanging with him a little bit better. Up the backstretch, about 4 boat lengths. Jimmy Shane in the home street. U1 up the backstretch on the outside. Kelly on the inside. This, remember, Jeff, this is the checkered flag lap. It's only a 2-boat shootout. This is where it comes to an end. Is Kelly able to make up a little bit of ground? Oh, Kelly's with him. A good corner up here could pay dividends. Jeff, going to be a drag race off the top end.
Final turn, final lap. Shane's lead is going away. Here comes Kelly. Time running out underneath the bridge. Jimmy Shane sees the checkered flag. Here's your winner of Showdown Heat number 2 in H1 Unlimited. It's Jimmy Shane and Miss Home Street. Second place will go to J. Michael Kelly in the Miss Tri-Cities. And Brad, the fans in Madison, their heart rate dropped when Kelly cut that lead to 5 boat lengths in turn number 1 and reignited when he got the checkered flag.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, when they came off the top end of the race course, I was looking up here. I wasn't even looking at the boats. Fans here in Madison, Indiana, right behind us and up and down the shore, you like that one? Well, I thought they did. They were hooting and hollering. They were loving it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the unofficial winner of Showdown Heat number 2, Jimmy Shane, the U1 Miss Home Street. Jimmy, let me tell you what, you were outside lane. Mike had the lead coming out of turn 1, but man, you drove past him like the road runner. It looked like, man, your boat looks awfully good.
Yeah, the boat's performing very well. We have a great setup for that outside lane right now, and had a little bit of legs on Mike that heat, but with him having an inside, that makes the match race pretty close. He was sticking his nose in there the entire time, and so I was able to just keep it out in front of him enough to get the win. And I think the match races so far have worked out pretty well. 2 boats have been within a rooster tail of each other in both heats, and so hopefully we're putting on a good show for you guys, and the boats are going to continue to be out on the water all day today.
Coming up on 40 seconds right now. He is underneath the Milton-Madison Bridge. He's a little bit early, but he'll continue to scruff off some speed. Remember, the 80-mile-an-hour rule is in play here. Jeff Bernard's going to be in lane number 2. The boat on the outside is going to be J. Michael Kelly, coming up on 25 seconds until the start. Nielsen in 1, Bernard in 2. Kelly's going to be on the outside. Jeff Ayler, start our last chance heat.
Everybody just a touch early. We are now at 12 seconds. They're at the bridge. This should be an ideal start. Kelly should have the most momentum on the outside. We are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, we're racing the Rivertown Pizza H1 Unlimited last chance heat. Kelly across the line first. 3 unlimited hydroplanes into turn number 1. Kelly, your leader on the outside. Bernard in second. Nielsen tightening things up on the inside, and we got a triple decker.
Coming off the exit pin, it's Kelly on the outside, got about 5 boat lengths on Bernard. Bernard's got a boat length on Nielsen on the inside. It is a good start. They are legal. Remember, race fans, we're only going around 2 times. This is for a shot at being on the front row of our winner-take-all final coming up later today. Look at Nielsen trying to gobble up Bernard. Some of that's the angle, some of it's Nielsen having a lot of outspeed. The race is back there for second. Kelly's out by about 8 boat lengths, Jeff.
Boy, it was tight in turn number 2. Nielsen struggled to get through there. We'll come down to get the white flag. Rivertown Pizza, H1 Unlimited Showdown, last chance heat. J. Michael Kelly comfortably in front. And Miss Tri-Cities, 1 complete, 1 to go. Jeff Bernard trying to transfer in second. And U91 Goodman Real Estate. Jamie Nielsen in third. And Miss Colleen. Kelly in front. Brad, I want to watch the monitor with Bernard in front of Nielsen. Kelly clearly in front of Bernard, went through the wake in second. Nielsen could tighten up, and now Nielsen hitting rough water in third.
Yeah, it got really soupy down there. Both Bernard got into some slop, and so did Nielsen. Nielsen has moved to the outside to find clean water, but he is way back of Jeff Bernard. Meanwhile, with a 2+ rooster tail lead is J. Michael Kelly, driving the U8, the Miss Tri-Cities, for Darrell and Vanessa Strong. If he can negotiate the top end of the race course, he will be on the front row of the final. He'll join teammate Corey Peabody and Jimmy Shane. Bernard's right behind him. He wants the same thing, Jeff. Bring him down.
Final turn, final lap. We look up above. Checkered flag is displayed. J. Michael Kelly sees it. Here's your winner, the Rivertown Pizza. Last chance heat in the H1 Unlimited Showdown. J. Michael Kelly and Miss Tri-Cities. Jeff Bernard will transfer to the final heat. Second place in U91 Goodman Real Estate. Campaign by Miss Madison Racing. Jamie Nielsen had the lane he wanted. Tough maneuvering on the inside lane in rough water. Third place to Jamie Nielsen and Miss Colleen.
Thank you very much, Jeff Ayler, Brad Luce. We have the unofficial winner of the last chance shootout heat, J. Michael Kelly. Mike hit the start, appeared to be pretty solid, and man on the outside had great speed, and really from start to finish your boat looked awfully impressive.
I can't say enough about these guys. They've been working their tails off since Alabama. Really been struggling to find speed. Boat ride's been amazing. As a driver, I kind of failed out there. Kind of got my time marks all screwed up. Luckily, I was able to pull it together, and not where I wanted to be, but it worked out. Maybe it was better. But overall, just really happy for the strong racing team and all my 8 guys. Just, you know, the hard work's paying off, and you know, we got to go in the truck, see you know, how everything worked out, but you know, they're not going to quit, and I'm going to continue to do my best to make them proud.
You know, you mentioned that you still have one more race, again, unofficially, of course, as to everything has to be under review, but assuming if everything goes through, you have one last race. You got some great speed, other boats out there. You and, of course, Bernard, Bernard going to be out there as well. What's your plan going into this final heat?
Survive. You know, they've got some fast boats, and really anybody can win. Home Street's really shown that they're probably the fastest ones here, but we're all working harder. My teammate Corey in the 9, they're getting faster each time out, and you know, it really felt like I had a really good boat under me that heat. So hopefully we'll have something for the rest of these guys, and one of the strong racing boats will be up front.
Awesome. Well, again, unofficial winner of the last chance showdown heat, J. Michael Kelly. Mike, we'll see you later.
On the inside lane, halfway up the backstretch, that's the black boat and the gold boat. That's the U91, the Goodman Real Estate. It is driven by Jeff Bernard. Lane 2 is going to go to Jimmy Shane, powder blue and white, the Miss Home Street. Lane 3 is going to go to Corey Peabody. He is driving the 9, Lynx Healthcare. And on the far outside, as he was in the last chance heat, is going to be J. Michael Kelly. So that's the way they're going to go into the top end of the race course. The lanes have been established. We are coming up on 23 seconds to the start. Jeff Ayler, start this final heat.
Everybody early. Shane trailed back. You need to be at the bridge at 12. Bernard, Peabody, Kelly a little bit early. Shane might have the best start of all here in the Mick Barron Memorial Championship. We are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, we're racing the Mick Barron Memorial Championship on Saturday at the Madison Regatta. We'll call it physically into turn number 1. J. Michael Kelly was there first. We go up above. Jimmy Shane, who's your leader in Miss Home Street. Corey Peabody in second. Shane in front.
Yeah, coming off the corner, it is Jimmy Shane, but right on his outside hip is Corey Peabody, driving the Lynx Healthcare. And in third place up the backstretch, you can see the rooster tail belonging to J. Michael Kelly. Kelly starting to make up a little bit of ground on Peabody, but it's still anybody's race up the backstretch. From lane number 2, it is Jimmy Shane in the home street. Fans, remember, we go only 3 times around. Bernard trails the field at the top end. Jimmy Shane looking mighty strong, Jeff.
Off turn number 2, we'll come down to complete lap number 1. Bernard will tighten things up back in third, but Peabody's still got some strong momentum in second. Mick Barron Memorial Championship start is under review. 1 complete, 2 to go. Jimmy Shane in front and Miss Home Street, but don't count out Corey Peabody in Lynx Healthcare. J. Michael Kelly third, Miss Tri-Cities. Jeff Bernard fourth, and Miss Goodman Real Estate. We go above in turn number 1. Shane is in front, but bad Peabody is not giving up in second.
No, Peabody's running really strong. He's showing me a lot of speed running in second place. Then you've got a good race going back for third. J. Michael Kelly driving a mighty big race course in that Miss Tri-Cities. But so far, he's able to hold off Jeff Bernard. Keep an eye on Peabody. He is hanging right in that right side rear view mirror of Jimmy Shane in the home street as he goes underneath the Milton Madison Bridge. Top end of the race course. Shane hangs it on the hook. Corey does the same. We are being told right now that J. Michael Kelly has jumped the gun on the U8, so he will be radioed that information. But our 2 boats out front, Jeff, bring them down.
We look above, white flag displayed, and then the Mick Barron Memorial Championship. Jimmy Shane a 10-boat length advantage over Lynx Healthcare. Shane in front, but here comes Peabody countering back. In second in Lynx Healthcare. Jeff Bernard has moved into physical third, and Miss Goodman Real Estate. J. Michael Kelly in fourth. This one is not over. Shane in front, and Peabody has it down to 5 boat lengths.
Peabody is coming on the outside. He's going to have to do it quick. This is the white flag lap. The checkered flag will await these 2 boats when they come by. But staying in that right side mirror, Corey Peabody, the U9 Lynx Healthcare, showing me an awful lot of speed, Jeff. Shane is not being able to run away from him. We assumed they would be the class of the field here. They were our 2 top qualifiers, and they are not disappointing at the top end. Now Shane to the apex by about 5 boat lengths. Jeff Ayler, bring him down to the checkered flag.
Final turn. Final lap in the Mick Barron Memorial Championship here in the H1 Unlimited Showdown Shootout. Checkered flag waving. Here's your winner of the Mick Barron Memorial Final Heat. It's Jimmy Shane and Miss Madison Racing's Miss Home Street. Second place will go to Corey Peabody in the U9 Lynx Healthcare. Coming down to get third, Miss Madison Racing's U91 Miss Goodman Real Estate with Jeff Bernard. And J. Michael Kelly, a possible 1-lap penalty for a gun job, will come across in the 4th position in U8, Miss Tri-Cities. Once again, those finishing positions are unofficial until the boats clear tech inspection. Madison, Indiana, how do you like the showdown format? Ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy to introduce your winner of the Mick Barron Memorial, Corey Peabody in Lynx Healthcare.
Jeff Bernard and the Goodman Real Estate is in lane number 1. Then it is Jimmy Shane driving a 1. The Miss Home Street in 2. In 3, it's the U8. J. Michael Kelly and the Miss Tri-Cities. And on the far outside, our winner from yesterday, the U9, the Lynx Healthcare, driven by Corey Peabody. We are inside 25, coming down to 20 seconds. Jeff Ayler, start our Indiana Governor's Cup.
Jeff Bernard, lane 1. Jimmy Shane, lane 2. J. Michael Kelly, lane 3. Corey Peabody, lane 4. Madison, Indiana, buckle up. We're about to begin the Madison Regatta on this Sunday. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. We're racing Rivertown Pizza. H1 Unlimited Heat number 1. 3 across the line. J. Michael Kelly back in lane 3 and Miss Tri-Cities. 4 Unlimiteds into the turn, and the first one there is Jimmy Shane, your leader in Miss Home Street.
It's a good start off the exit pin of the lower corner, but it's Jimmy Shane driving a home straight. You cannot see Corey Peabody, but he's right there again just like he was yesterday. And on the inside in third place, about a half a rooster tail back from Corey, is Jeff Bernard driving the 91 to Goodman Real Estate. Then it's the 8, the Tri-Cities and J. Michael Kelly. Underneath the bridge, Madison fans, give it up. Your boat is out on front, and they've got about a half a rooster tail, but Peabody's in that right side rear view mirror. He doesn't want to go away, Jeff.
The start was good. Jimmy Shane in front off the exit pin, but Peabody's got some mustard on the outside in second. In Lynx Healthcare, we will come down to complete lap number 1. Your leader, Jimmy Shane and Miss Home Street, make it a 10-boat length advantage over Corey Peabody in second in Lynx Healthcare. Jeff Bernard in third and Miss Goodman Real Estate. J. Michael Kelly fourth and Miss Tri-Cities. Back into turn number 1. Shane had a good start in lane number 2, and right now, Brad, he does have overlap in front.
He does. He is on the inside track. Peabody's dropped back now. It's pretty much a full rooster tail for Jimmy Shane in the Miss Home Street. He approaches the halfway mark of the backstretch. Got a full rooster tail here on lap number 2 of 3. Third place and falling back a little bit is Jeff Bernard in the Goodman Real Estate. Then it's J. Michael Kelly trying to run down his friend Jeff Bernard. That's the race for Kelly right now. But up front it's Peabody trying to close ground on Shane. It's a tall order to do it on the outside. Jeff, watch the flags when they come by this time.
Little hip check there by Shane in turn number 2. Legal maneuver on my part as I see it. We look up above. White flag is displayed. 2 complete and 1 more to go for Jimmy Shane in front. Miss Home Street now making a 12-boat length advantage over Corey Peabody in Lynx Healthcare. And Brad, we could have a possible side-by-side duel for third. J. Michael Kelly creeping into the rooster tail of Jeff Bernard in third. In Goodman Real Estate, Kelly in fourth in Tri-Cities. Final time around, Shane in front.
Still got that lead, and it's about a rooster tail. Maybe Corey cut into it a little bit, but Jimmy Shane knows right where he is, and indeed Corey Peabody has cut into that lead a little bit, but it's still 10 boat lengths or more. Now looking back to third position, you called it. J. Michael Kelly is still trying to run down Jeff Bernard for third place points, but he's running out of time, Jeff, at the top end of the race course. Shane just has to negotiate the upper corner and come down and pick 400 great big points. Peabody in the right side mirror, bring him home.
We look up above. The white flag is still out. This should be the final lap. Now the checkered flag is displayed. Here is your unofficial winner of Rivertown Pizza, H1 Unlimited Heat 1, Jimmy Shane and Miss Home Street. Second place will go to Corey Peabody and Lynx Healthcare. Kelly running out of time. Third place will go to Jeff Bernard and Miss Goodman Real Estate. Fourth to J. Michael Kelly and the U8 Miss Tri-Cities. So Madison, Rivertown Pizza, H1 Unlimited Heat number 1 is in the book.
And I think the way they're running on the backstretch right now is the way they are going to come to the start-finish line. Jeff Bernard approaches the Milton-Madison Bridge. He is in lane 1. Lane number 2 belongs to Jamie Nielsen, driving the U11 to Miss Colleen. Then it is going to be Jimmy Shane on the far outside, the U1 to Miss Home Street. We watched the Home Street this morning, running some test laps out here. Jimmy was running them right up against the outside course marker at the start-finish line. We kind of suspected he might go wide. Looks like that's what he's going to do. Inside 20 seconds, Jeff, bring him home.
Jeff Bernard, lane 1. Jamie Nielsen, lane 2. Jimmy Shane might have the best start of all out in lane number 3. Madison, buckle up. It's Rivertown Pizza, H1 Unlimited Heat 2. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, we're racing in H1 Unlimited Heat number 2. All 3 right there at the line. We'll call it physically into turn number 1. The start was good. Lap number 1, 3 boats into turn number 1. Who gets there first? It's Jamie Nielsen, Miss Colleen, but Shane is there where he is. Bernard, Shane, triple decker.
Off the corner, you got all 3 boats running side by side. Down the backstretch, Jimmy Shane came out of the corner like he was shot out of a cannon. Nielsen in lane 2 got into rough water at the apex of the turn, but he got it squared away and he's in second place, but Bernard is closing on the inside. Shane on the far outside. He's got to leave 2 nice wide lanes as he goes around the upper end of the race course, and Nielsen is running right with him. Jeff there, right side by side. outside. A great run off the top end of the race course.
Super sweet dueling here in H1 Unlimited Heat number 2. Bernard has dropped back, and Shane with the ponies on the outside will come down to complete lap number 1. Your leader, Jimmy Shane and Miss Homestreet, making a 5-boat length advantage over Jamie Nielsen in second and Miss Colleen. Now Bernard in third. It's going to be tough maneuvering in there. Nielsen could come over with the overlap. Back into turn number 1. Shane gets there first, but Nielsen driving a dandy, and it is deck-to-deck action off the turn.
Here we go again off the lower corner. Bernard dropping back in the 91 to Goodman Real Estate. Shane with plenty of real estate to deal with through the corner. It's a little tougher on Jamie Nielsen, but he's handling that inside lane very well. Now halfway up the backstretch. Shane starting to open it up. Not quite a full rooster tail over Jamie Nielsen and the Miss Colleen. Bernard's dropped back from Jamie Nielsen. So it is Shane and Nielsen as they approach the top end of the course on lap number 2 of 3. Shane driving him clean, leaving him lots of room. Jeff, plenty of room.
Nielsen driving a beautiful race on the inside and Miss Colleen, but Shane continues to lead. In Madison, Indiana's U1 Miss Homestreet. We look above. White flag is displayed. 2 complete and 1 more to go for Jimmy Shane in front. In Rivertown Pizza H1 Unlimited Heat number 2, making now close to a 15-boat length advantage over Jamie Nielsen in second. In Miss Colleen, Jeff Bernard remains in third. In Miss Goodman Real Estate. Right now, Brad, Nielsen has drove well. He's closing, but right now, all 3 drivers might settle in these positions.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Nielsen's doing a great job on the inside, and you can see the value of that inside lane. He closes up on Jimmy Shane. He tightens up the lead as they get to the exit pin of the corner, but he has to scruff off so much speed going through that tight corner. Shane's able to keep it wound up on the outside. I think they'll stay and finish like this unless something dramatic happens at the top end. Shane with almost a full rooster tail, Jeff.
Final turn, final lap. Nielsen drove a doozy on the inside, but time is running out. Madison, Indiana. We look above, checkered flag waving. Will it be 2 for 2? Yes, for the hometown boat. Jimmy Shane wins Rivertown Pizza H1 Unlimited Heat number 2. Beautiful run by Jamie Nielsen. And U11 Miss Colleen to get second. The second Miss Madison entrant, Jeff Bernard, will cross in third. In U91, Goodman Real Estate. All right, Brad, the lanes were perfect. Fastest boat to the outside, improving boat in the middle. Bernard on the buoys. Beautiful sight, beautiful pictures, clean dueling.
Lane number 1, J. Michael Kelly driving the U8, the Miss Tri-Cities. That's the silver boat with the orange tail feathers, the orange fairings. In lane number 2 is Corey Peabody driving the Lynx Healthcare. That's the U9. That boat has the silver tail feathers, the silver fairings. And then on the outside is the U11, the Miss Colleen, Jamie Nielsen. That's the brightly colored chartreuse and royal blue. They are at the top end of the race course. We are inside 25 seconds until our start. They'll square off the top end and come down. Jeff Ayler, start our Heat 3.
By my timing marks, this looks superior. Should be a fabulous start. 12 seconds. They're behind the bridge. Madison, buckle up. We are now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark. Appears to be a clean start. We're racing in Rivertown Pizza H1 Unlimited Heat 3. The strong racing team leads the field across the line. J. Michael Kelly, lane 1, Miss Tri-Cities. Good start. Kelly is there first. Negotiating well on the inside in turn 1, but Brad Peabody is there in second.
Yeah, Peabody's right with him. You can't see him. Oh, there he is there. Now you can see the Kelly and Corey Peabody. Now starts to move out on teammate J. Michael Kelly. They are running away from Jamie Nielsen. It is strong racing running 1-2. Corey Peabody, our newly crowned APBA Gold Cup champion from a week ago in Guntersville, Alabama, is out front by about 2 or 3 boat lengths. We'll get a better look at what the lead is when they turn. We do. It's about 4 boat lengths. Now watch Peabody swing wide. Kelly tight on the buoy road, Jeff.
Beautiful action here in Rivertown Pizza Unlimited Heat 3. Now Peabody shows some horsepower, pulls out in front. We will come down to complete lap number 1. 1 down and 2 to go. Corey Peabody leads it. Lynx Healthcare, his teammate and childhood friend since kindergarten. J. Michael Kelly second in Miss Tri-Cities. Jamie Nielsen third in Miss Colleen. Peabody driving clean in turn number 1, leaving Kelly lane, but you see it gets rough on the pins. Brad, now Peabody extends it. Make it 10 boat lengths.
It's tough being on that inside lane. We saw it earlier in the day, and J. Michael Kelly's been pinched in there on that inside lane, shorter way around, but the water's really soupy. Now it is a full rooster tail. Corey Peabody rocking and rolling underneath the Milton Madison Bridge in the U9. The Lynx Healthcare. He's got a left side rear view mirror with J. Michael Kelly in it, but it's a full rooster tail back to Kelly. Watch Peabody off the top end of the race course. He'll leave his teammate plenty of room. He slides out to about lane 5, Jeff.
Clean driving off turn number 2. The white flag is displayed atop the judges' stand. Overlooking the Wild Bill Cantrell Memorial Racecourse, Corey Peabody. 2 complete, 1 more to go, out in front comfortably in the U9 Lynx Healthcare. Second place, J. Michael Kelly. 2 down, 1 more to go in second. U8 Miss Tri-Cities, Jamie Nielsen in third. And Miss Colleen, well separated. 1, 2, 3 here in H1 Unlimited Heat 3. Brad off the turn, Peabody in front, but better yet for him, he's in a national high point race with Jimmy Shane at Home Street.
Yeah, and he's going to stay even with Jimmy Shane as far as Jimmy got 400 in his heat. If they stay like this and everything is legal, Corey Peabody will do the same. The shouting is over in this one at the top end of the race course. On the last time, J. Michael Kelly said, all right, I'm tossing in the towel. I moved to an outside lane looking for some clean water. Nielsen is off the bottom end of the course. It is Corey Peabody at the top. Jeff Ayler, he's going to come down and pick up 400 points, bring him to the checker.
Final turn, final lap, Corey Peabody on the Indiana shoreline underneath the Milton Madison Bridge. The checkered flag waves. Here's your winner of Rivertown Pizza H1 Unlimited Heat 3, Corey Peabody. And Lynx Healthcare, and boy, he waved it to the fans here along the Indiana shoreline. Second place, checkered flag delivered to J. Michael Kelly in the U8 Miss Tri-Cities, and fans along the shoreline, that bristled the hair on the back of my neck. Peabody was well out of shape and handled it nicely and brought it back down. Wow. Checkered flag waving for Jamie Nielsen and the Miss Colleen. Jamie will come across and get third in the Miss Colleen. And by the way, I did clip it close to the neck on Wednesday to get ready for the regatta, but boy, that was a little frightening.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't watched a whole lot of unlimited hydroplane racing, when you start dancing the nose that high up in the air, it can get disastrous really quick.
The 1 minute period is underway for the winner take all Indiana Governor's Cup. Must have your lane established prior to the entrance pin at turn number 2. Brad Luce, take him up to the Milton Madison Bridge.
On the inside lane, headed toward the bridge, is the U91, the black and gold Goodman Real Estate. That is Jeff Bernard. Lane number 2 is teammate Jimmy Shane, driving the blue and white, the Miss Home Street. Lane number 3 is going to go to Corey Peabody, driving the U9, the Lynx Healthcare. Lane number 4, and on the outside of the front row, is going to be the chartreuse and royal blue of Jamie Nielsen and the Miss Colleen. Your trailer boat is trailing as they get to the top end of the race course. Jeff Ayler, we are inside. 25 seconds until the start. Let's crown a champion here at this Indiana Governor's Cup.
Jeff Bernard, lane 1, Jimmy Shane, lane 2, Corey Peabody, lane 3, Jamie Nielsen, lane 4. They're at the bridge at 12. This should be a super start. Madison, Indiana, triple buckle up. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, we're racing. Appears to be a clean start in the winner take all championship of the Indiana Governor's Cup at the 2022 Madison Regatta. Corey Peabody was there first. We look into turn number 1. Corey Peabody, your leader in Lynx Healthcare. The start was good. Peabody in front. Shane, deck to deck.
Here we go. This is the showdown. And so far, Shane's been able to walk away. But there is additional shoot speed in the Lynx Healthcare and Corey Peabody. They are side by side up the backstretch. Remember, fans, we go 5 times around. Peabody's got the lead on the outside. It is Jimmy Shane on the inside. Home Street in 1. Lynx Healthcare in 2. Then it's back to Jeff Bernard. Now you're looking at the blue boat up there. That's the Home Street. Look for Corey. Where is he? Oh, he's right there, Jeff.
Exciting dueling, intense dueling. They are side by side underneath the Milton Madison Bridge. Shane to the inside, Peabody to the outside. We'll come down to complete lap number 1 of 5. It's anybody's race. Shane is your official leader after lap number 1 by a boat length. We'll watch the battle up in the front. Deck to deck dueling at turn number 1. Shane in the Home Street bank. Peabody and Lynx Healthcare. Shane gets there first. Rough maneuvering. Shane. Peabody is still there off the turn. Shane in front. Peabody hidden in second.
Yeah, you can't see Corey Peabody, but he is right there. He's only about 2 boat lengths back. Again, a third of the way up the backstretch. Great racing here up the backstretch. And we got a great duel running for third place coming off the lower corner. But our leaders are going up to the Milton-Madison Bridge. It is still Jimmy Shane and Corey Peabody. Then it's back to the Miss Colleen, Jamie Nielsen, and Jeff Bernard. Top end of the race card. It is Jimmy Shane in the home street. Where's Corey? There he is, Jeff.
Boy, Corey Peabody driving a doozy on the outside. He is not giving up, and we've got battles for third as well. We will come down to complete lap number 2. It's Miss Madison Racing. Jimmy Shane in front of Miss Home Street, making a 4 boat length advantage over Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare. Side by side dueling for third between Jeff Bernard, and now Nielsen has moved into third. We go back into turn number 1. Shane in front. Peabody is still battling in second. Off the turn. Now Shane leads by 6 boat lengths, but Brad watch this battle for third.
They've almost got a dead heat for third. It was Jamie Nielsen on the outside who claimed third place and missed Colleen, but it was only by about half a boat length. Now you can see a little bit of Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare up the backstretch. He is giving a little bit of ground to Jimmy Shane, but the operative word there is a little bit. This is still anybody's boat race. Top end of the race course. Corey Peabody does not want to go away. They found some extra beans in that boat for the final.
Beautiful final heat here in the Indiana Governor's Cup. Your APBA Gold Cup champion in second, not giving up. We will come down to complete lap number 3, and Peabody is closing. Lap number 3, here comes Peabody on the outside. Shane's lead is down to 3 boat lengths. Jeff Bernard in third, Nielsen in fourth, Kelly in fifth. Corey Peabody driving a whale of a race on the outside of Madison, Indiana's Miss Home Street. Shane gets there. Tough maneuvering in turn number 1. Shane in front. Brad, Corey Peabody is still knocking on the door.
Yeah, he's still knocking on the door. He definitely gained coming down the front straightaway, and he's much closer to Jimmy Shane than he was last time. It is Jeff Bernard in the Goodman Real Estate running in third, but the race is out front. A dynamite final heat here in the 2022 Indiana Governor's Cup. Corey Peabody standing in that right side rear view mirror. Now top end of the race course. Shane hangs it on the hook. Corey right with him. They're going to come down to pick up the white flag, Jeff.
Off the turn, Shane in front, and Peabody is only back by 4 boat lengths. One of the most spectacular final heats in Indiana Governor's Cup history, with Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb looking on. White flag displayed. 4 complete, 1 to go. Jimmy Shane in front. Still that 3 boat length advantage. The top 2 entering turn number 1. The forward, Peabody is blowing over.
He's over.
Peabody is blown over. He's done a complete 360, and I believe he landed upside down. Oh my. Fans, my apologies. That boat landed right side up, and I think the lid is up. Oh, goodness. We'll go silent, Brad, and our final heat of the Indiana Governor's Cup under the red flag situation. And Brad, just real quickly, by the rules, if the race is halfway over, that will be a completed race, but we will double check. But right now our concern is with Corey Peabody. What a masterful drive, our Gold Cup champion trying to win here in Madison. We're getting some applause from the fans along the shoreline, so let's hope Corey is okay getting out on his own power.
That's as good a final heat as I've seen for a while. That was 2 guys just duking it out, saying, let's go at it. I'm sorry it ended that way, but to your point, we will just go quiet here for a few minutes and send our best wishes and prayers to Corey Peabody. We will step away.
Jimmy, you hear the crowd, but right now I think we both are focusing kind of on the same thing. That was a heck of a race, but man, you never want to see a race or anything like that happen in hydroplane racing.
No, I mean, you can't ask for any more than that when it comes to a race. I mean, I knew that the 9 boat was going to be faster in the final heat. I just knew it, and I could not shake him. I mean, I tried everything in the book to shake him, and he was within my rooster tail the entire race on the outside of us, and that's saying something for that 9 boat, man. That is incredible, and I hate to see it end that way. I ran up. It looks like Corey's doing okay. They're just going to do some checkouts, but everything I saw, he looks okay right now, so I'm happy that he's in good shape, and hopefully the boat's not too damaged. But, man, you guys wanted a show in Madison. That's about as good of a show as we can put on in Madison.
And it looks like, again, unofficial, of course, the Miss Madison teams, it looks like, finished 1 and 2. Man, in Madison, Indiana, can it beat that?
No, that's a great. I mean, we came in with 2 good boats. We knew that we had a chance to have a great finish here this weekend. I know Jeff struggled a little bit at the beginning of the weekend, but the boat got faster and faster and faster. And I mean, that's just a wonderful finish for the entire Miss Madison team, the city, the community, and it's an honor for Jeff and I to race and represent you as a city, and we could not be more proud as drivers to represent the entire city of Madison, Indiana.
All right, again, everything unofficial, pending tech inspection, but what's your message to all these fans on the shorelines?
Well, just keep coming back for the show. We're going to keep bringing it every year, and we hope it's as good as this year, and hopefully everybody stays safe and sound, and I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. There was great music, great vendors out here, and hopefully a wonderful show in that final heat.
Congratulations on the Mick Barron Memorial win yesterday. But better yet, that was one of the most dynamic final heats of the Indiana Governor's Cup here in unlimited hydroplane racing. You battled, you fought. We're glad you're here. Tell us what happened.
No, it was a heck of a race. You know, Jimmy's out there, and I'm trying. I'm giving it all we got, and you know, I think we both hit the same roller. Jimmy was talking about we hit the same little bump over here, and it popped up on us both, and I was feeding as much as I could to bring it down, and it just rode the wheelie, and there we went. But you know, I'm okay. You know, we're good. So I hope you guys had a good show. I was driving my heart out to try and get that by that Madison boat of your guys', but it's a bad fast boat. So congratulations to Jimmy and everyone here. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Corey Peabody.
Thank you.
Corey Peabody, that's the one I wanted to give out because he wanted the power.